Good day, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be discussing two My Hero chapters, the one from last week and this week. Because again, I felt like it was a good chapter, but it ended on a note where we needed more from the chapter for like the actual full context. So yeah, that's why I waited for this week. And now we have both chapters. So we'll be discussing chapter 323 titled That Single Step and chapter 324 titled A Young Woman's Declaration. So of course, spoiler warning, and let's jump straight into 323. So 323 starts off with, again, we see Ida and some of the classmates and the hero speaking to the principal, and they're basically discussing the school itself and how the way the school is built, there's tunnels underneath the schools, and that's why Deku should be able to come back, because if the villains attack, we have tunnels, miles and miles of tunnels under there, so students can get away, civilians can get away, everybody would be safe, things like that. Just the defense system of the school itself to ensure safety. We then cut to the crowd outside saying, don't let Deku win. They're probably after someone. He's the one they're after because they're after the students. And, the people are against it. We see a little glimpse of Kota as well in the background. And this leads to Deku feeling kind of down. Because this entire chapter basically is everyone saying they don't want Deku back in the school because Uraraka was after someone and it's probably him, and that's why he looks so raggedy. He doesn't look like a hero. So again, not much to say really happened, but this leads to Uraraka taking a megaphone or megaphone and using her ability to jump over the crowd and go on top of the school, and she begins a speech. And this speech now takes up the rest of this chapter, but the speech essentially is that Deku is a hero. Take a look at him. He's all messed up. He's all dirty. He's injured. But the reason he is doing this is because he wanted everyone to be safe. He left us and went to do this on his own. Now he's by himself. He's trying to keep us all safe. And, there's only so much things a person could do by themselves. And we see a picture of Boku saying, we're here to step in when you can't handle it all alone. But essentially this chapter is Uraraka speaking to the people and telling them, shut up, stop putting everything on the heroes because you all don't know how we feel. And then we cut now to chapter 324, which continues this. Of course, the opening page, we see Uraraka looking at someone with her parents. And I think this is the first time we actually see her parents. And we see them in the crowd as well. And she's giving her speech, and we see the wolf lady who Deku saved as well. And she says, he saved me out there and he's been fighting this whole time. So again, she's on his side, and Uraraka is giving her speech, and she's like, heroes aren't the only ones, no, she says heroes are the only ones quoted in full, sorry. But she's like, heroes are the ones taking the damage. That's essentially what I'm getting from this. Heroes are the ones being injured. Heroes are the ones going out there and risking it to save you. We are the ones being injured and killed. Yes, some of you may get caught in the crossfire, but we are the ones sacrificing to do it. We're fighting for your smile. And she keeps on giving the speech, and we see Deku with tears welling up in his eyes, and everyone is watching her give this speech. And she keeps giving the speech, and she's like, please lend him your strength so we have a shot at smiling together in the future. We all can be happy. And she keeps on going, and we see Deku is overwhelmed, and he begins to fall. He falls to his knees, and Uraraka says, this is this is his Hero Academy. Let him stay here because, this is his home, not just yours. This is his Hero Academy. And he begins to cry again. And we see the look on people's faces as it begins to change. they're starting to understand. And this leads to seeing the wolf lady running through the crowd, and Kota's guardian says, wait, and we see Kota run over to Deku while he's on the ground and the wolf lady. And they go over to console him, and then we get the final scene with them going to meet him, and there's a little dialogue box that says the story. This is the story of how we all became the greatest heroes. And the chapter ends there. So not a lot to really cover in these two chapters, but it shows character development for Uraraka as well as Deku, and it shows the emotional dynamic for the heroes and their mental state, what they're going through emotionally and mentally, as well as telling people that, we're heroes, yes, but we go through it the same way like you. Just because we're heroes doesn't mean we're immune to feelings or immune to pain. So I like that aspect of it. So yeah, good chapter. I like where it's going. I'm hoping the pacing is a bit better for the next chapter and we don't have to wait 2 chapters to get like the full story encapsulated into what the message is. Because I feel like these 2 chapters would fit perfectly together as one episode, because it can show Uraraka's whole speech being in one thing to encompass everything and show Deku's reaction throughout the speech instead of being broken up into 2 weeks, 2 chapters. So that's the only downside about reading weekly. That's why I waited to review both chapters together. But all in all, when you combine these 2 chapters together, they are really good. The story behind it, the meaning behind it, everything like that, really, really good. So I really enjoyed both these chapters together. I hope you did too. If you have any, feelings towards this as to if Uraraka's speech makes sense or not, do you agree or disagree? Let me know down below. Of course, if you're new here, we're close to 200 subs. Hit the sub button, hit the like button, leave a comment, watch a few videos, things like that. And I'll see you all in the next video.